Welcome everybody here to Magic Kingdom, here for a Walt Disney World vlog that's going on today. My name is Dillon from WeTheCoasters. Thank you guys for checking on in. Besides a little bit of a somber moment today, as Disney continues to close more attractions down left and right to pave way for the future. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of big changes. The one for today will be the Riverboat, Tom Sawyers Island, as well as the Rivers of America, or at least a good portion of it. Some will still be around. I'll talk more about it in just a second. So let's head over to where we're going first to explain more. But as you can tell, there are some things that are going to be closing eventually down the road. And right now, the Liberty Square Riverboat, Tom Sawyers Island, and then again, portion of the Rivers of America are all going to be closing to make way for two lands. One of them is Cars Land, and the other one is the Villains Land that's going to take place. Now, what attractions will be a part of those two lands will be to be determined. With the exception of the Cars Land, we only know that there's going to be a main e-ticket attraction in that land that will be there, kind of similar to Radiator Springs, but it's going to have like an off-road, like kind of Western type of feel. That's why it's going to have like near a Frontierland type of feeling and whatnot. And then the Villains Land, we don't know anything about yet. It's just, there's going to be a land of that. Who knows what it can be. I'm intrigued to see what it'll be though. Disney's trying a lot of new things, and I give credit due. You know, they're trying, and I'm glad to doing that, but will it work out? Time will tell. In the meantime, before we head over to that area, we're going to head over to Haunted Mansion because the park opened not long ago. Apparently, well, it's a 13-minute wait, aka there's no line. Let's go. As we have entered Liberty Square, this is my last time I'll ever get to see, well, this. That big crane there is for Big Thunder Mountain, which has still been under the refurb since January and will reopen in January the following year. Stay tuned for that when that comes out. But of course, well, this area that you see over here, there's a lot of work done. So, it's definitely gonna be very different, I'm telling you. But, I'm intrigued though what's gonna happen a little afterward though. With the riverboat and all that, what they'll do, I'm not sure, but it's kind of sad that we won't have that anymore. And probably the best chance we'll have at it again will be over at Disneyland. So, well, for the closest rather. But anyways, Haunted Mansion. Oh, I thought it was a walk-on, but nope, that's not the case. So, we'll figure out what we'll do in a little bit. I know the park opened like about an hour ago, so maybe Tiana's. It is starting to get hot already. Speaking of Liberty Square, if there's one place I'd like to see stay for as long as possible, is the Liberty Tree Tavern, which is this place right over here. This place has always been great for food, and I do highly recommend it if you ever come out to Magic Kingdom, and if you're a first-time visitor, definitely check out this place for a full-service restaurant. They have some really good food. There's one thing I have said before, past whenever I've been to Magic Kingdom, is they need to bring back the old-fashioned lemonade they used to have. That was super cool, but they don't, sadly. Oh, look at this. I believe the Now Vacation Club thing is now technically open. And it is. Look at this. So if you remember from back before, this used to be where the Frontierland Shooting Arcade used to be. And now, that is not the case. So this is all brand new that you're seeing right here. It's really cool, the little lodging stuff they have right over here. It's neat, looks good. Fits in with the land very, very well, I like it. And I believe the pin trader here, yeah, it's been around here, just had closed during the refurb, but yeah, it looks really good though. Although I do wonder that when Tom Sawyer in this area closes, I wonder like this area in particular, if they're gonna keep that open or if they're gonna have this closed off. I'm not entirely too certain. I mean, we'll figure out once it closes. But I feel like we should do Tiana's first because I know the weather is going to get really hot later on today. I feel like the quicker we get on that, it'll be much more refreshing. So, that'll be something to say the least. Anyways, let's head over to that ride right now. All right, did Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I'm telling you what, the ride still is kind of what I've been saying in the past. It's just kind of been, eh. And then like certain animatronics are kind of working and kind of not working, so it'd be like that. I know like the first time you see Tiana, she definitely is a bit wonky there. Like barely moving and all that, but the voice is working. It's just weird. But most of the other animatronics were like really working. So I guess it's something. Not too terrible to say the least. So while I was in line, oh wow, look at the line for Tiana's now. Yikes, that's a long line. Yeah, because I went on, it was like 55 minutes. I probably waited about 40, maybe 45. But we got a reservation for Diamond Horseshoe. I have not been there in quite some time. I remember back in the day, Diamond Horseshoe used to be like a show, never a restaurant. So this will be interesting to see there. I have not been in that building in like, oh geez, I want to say like 15 years. So it'll be good to revisit there. I swear though, I'm gonna get back to Crystal Palace. That's like a true goal, is to go back there. So mark my words, when I go back there, it's been like 25 years, so we'll see about that one. But hey, we're gonna kill some time. Let's get an update or two about Big Thunder Mountain. Unfortunately, since Big Thunder is closed, this area has been kind of deserted here. But they still have work walls all around these areas here. Nothing really changed around here, and nothing to report about the queue stuff. However, lots of work done over by the track stuff that's over for Big Thunder Mountain. The new Vekoma track, putting on there, it's definitely gonna be very weird to ride it and not feel like an arrow and all that. So, or will feel like an arrow, I should say. Tom Sawyers open, as you can see right there. We're gonna be going on that in a little bit. Oh, daytime fireworks. I don't know if you guys caught that in the camera. That's really cool. Neat. But yeah, we'll be checking that out shortly. Again, it's gonna be closing in a few weeks. So if you are here at Magic Kingdom during your summer vacation, I recommend checking that out now. Otherwise, you'll miss out. Anyways, let's just move onward from there. I forgot to mention too, as the video had been going on by too, this is actually the first time I've been to the Florida park since the WeTheCoasters Journeys episodes over at Indiana Beach in Holiday World. Well, technically Holiday World twice. So, interesting enough on that one. So, if you guys watch the WeTheCoasters Journeys and then you're also watching this, thank you guys for checking out. That was a lot of really cool fun and all that. So, that was really, really, really neat. I was less because of the fireworks that I could just see from here. My goodness. So I'll show you Diamond Horseshoe, which actually is right here in just a second. But that line there is to get in for the club that's over here.
Oh, I thought you were ready.
That's why they have this right over here. But obviously it won't be for me because I'm not a DVC member. So that's something to say the least. Don't worry, Diamond Horseshoe. We're going to check you out once you are open. And my reservation is ready to go. So not yet though, but eventually. Checking into Tomorrowland, and yeah, there's definitely a bit of a line for Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor going on over here. Holy moly. Yeah, if I wanted to just chill in there, I would not do it today. There's no way. And the former Stitch's Great Escape, I missed that show. Actually, I'm one of the probably few people that actually liked it. I really did. Or if you're an OG, Alien Encounter, but I never got to do it, sadly, so that's unfortunate. Although these are randomly new, I don't know why, but I'm guessing they're lights, so that's what they look like. Interesting. And then Buzz Lightyear definitely has a bit of a line too. Maybe I'll come back a little later to try it out. We'll see, but definitely not right now. It's a 35-minute wait. Yikes. The People Mover, I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's head on the Beat Mover. The Diamond Horseshoe. We've actually checked in a little earlier than anticipated, so we actually will get to go in a little earlier, which is nice. This building looks, I have not been inside in a long time, so this is actually the first time I've ever been in it when they have actual food. Because back before, it used to be a show where they had Chip and Dale, Goofy, and I think it was Jessie was the other one, Jessie and Woody. It was a long time ago though, so it's gonna be cool to really go back inside here and check this out. But this is the first time ever going in when they've had actual food, so it's actually really cool that we're gonna get the opportunity. So once we go in, we'll show you what it's like. And here we go. Wow, welcome, thank you. It's definitely changed a lot since last time I've ever stepped foot inside this building. Wow, seriously. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll be right with you. If you have any allergies, make sure to let us know.
Will do. Awesome, thank you. So So here's the building. So this is a very circular design. You can tell how this used to be a show right here. I remember like back in the day, the characters would actually be on the top, and then they would make their way, you know, across and then go down the stairway and all that. But now the upstairs, you can see that's for cast members. So it's definitely changed a lot. So I don't know if we'll ever see the self-playing piano. I doubt it, but just like from before, but different with like the chairs and all that stuff. This used to be where like seeing benches would be here for a show and all that, but it's pretty neat. So this place is all you can eat. So they have pot roast, they have turkey, they have stuffing, basically anything that's like a Thanksgiving meal. And ironic enough, when doing Holiday World, they had a Thanksgiving feast over at the Plymouth Rock Cafe. I went there twice during the time. Actually, no, 3 times I went there during the 2 trips that I've been to Holiday World. So super cool and all this. And now I'm gonna check out Disney's version of their Thanksgiving special. So it should be really, really interesting to see how that'll be overall there. But still, really cool to actually be back in this building. I never thought I'd ever step back in here, but hey, we're gonna give it a shot. Well, I stand corrected. Looks like the self-playing piano is going off after all. That's really cool though, man. So you start you off with a salad that's right over here and some rolls. So I'm gonna enjoy the rolls because I'm not really a big salad person, but we'll go from there. Well, take a look at this. So I got myself an Angry Orchard, forgot to mention this from before. Got turkey gravy over here, mac and cheese. We got pot roast, we have turkey. All the stuff over here, stuffing, cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, green beans. So I'm gonna dig in, let you know how it is. All right, just want to give you a bit of the update right now. So, excuse me there. So I still got a bit of the beef to work on there, and I've had everything else so far. Let me tell you, the turkey and the pot roast were excellent. I mean, those were great, and the mac and cheese, wow. Very good. The braised beef, also very good, and the potatoes, absolutely delicious. The gravy over here, honestly, there's some things I've liked a little more here than when I did at Holiday World, but very, very good though. And of course, you can tell I also down my Angry Orchard there, which is obviously the blessing in disguise, because I'm telling you, it's a hot day out there, and any type of like alcohol right now really is going to hit the spot, especially like how really hot it is. So the next goal is whenever it comes, I'll be ready to try that that toffee cake that's going to come on by, that ooey gooey toffee cake. So first, I'm going to finish that braised beef though. All right, here we go, the ooey gooey toffee cake. This is what it's in. So far, the food has been excellent. Very, very good. A bit up there in the price, but you know what? If you want to spend an extra $1 or $2 coming in here, it's worth it. So I'm going to dig in dessert. It is all you can eat, by the way, so that's another benefit too. So let's go. Alrighty, I just finished up with Diamond Horseshoe. So, like I said, I have not been in there in a long, long time. Even the cast member, oh, hi! I was wondering where you're coming from. I know, I just had good food. Thank you, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna go down the steps and explain a little better here. So, food in there was great. I'm telling you, I haven't been there in like years. And like, this place is so good. If you ever have room for the toffee cake, worth it. That was one of the country bears that are over here. That was actually funny. I did not even notice it until just now. I almost bopped the character. It's kind of funny and sad, but oh my. But yeah, check it out if you ever do. Diamond Horseshoe. It is next to Liberty Tree Tavern. So I definitely recommend it when you can. All right. Oh, Big Al's here. Cool. So we have 2 things we got to do. We got to say farewell to both of them. One of them is the riverboat, and the other one is Tom Sawyers Island. Let's see if we can do the riverboat right now. If we're able to, then we're going to hop on. If not, then, you know, we'll do it from there. But it looks like I'm pretty sure they're going to allow a few more people. So let's go right now. Okay, not quite. Next one will be at 1:30. They basically shut the gate, so that's all right. We'll come back to it later. Let's do Tom Sawyers Island. So yeah, this will stink. This is the last time I'm ever going to really see this. So it's unfortunate, but I'll treasure it, to say the least, though. So, yep, farewell, riverboat. I'll get on you eventually, but right now, I'm gonna head over to Tom Sawyer. Okay, one final time on these rafts. We're going over to there. I think we go actually over there rather, and then head out and check out the island from here. So be something to say the least. Okay, Tom Sawyers Island. It's actually a fairly big area that you get to walk around and check out everything that there is regarding Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn and all those type of characters from the timeline. So it's cool that you really get to check that out. It's really, really neat. However, the only downside is the last time I was here, this was open, and as you could tell, it ain't open today. Bummer. Check that out a little bit. And then this little area is closed, yeah. So that's the whole thing for the thing over here. So we can walk over there and go through the cave. So we'll go through the cave. A little bit of work going on for Big Thunder Mountain, as you can see right over here. There's gentlemen that are working on the second lift hill, and as you head into, like, not the final brake run, but the second to last brake run that's there, especially the turn into from the wire that's there. So interesting to say the least that they're doing a lot of work around here. But this is probably our last chances to get some views like this before this whole area gets shut down. So if I were the people that are trying to get updates about Big Thunder, get your pictures and all that while you can now. Going across a little crooked bridge that's right over here. So you definitely get some views of Big Thunder from here, wanting to get updates and all that. It's gonna be weird seeing that, like, that new spine Vekoma track that's over here and what we're seeing for Big Thunder. Get some really good views up here though. Here's more of the view you could see over here for Big Thunder. So you can see where all that old track is there, and now it's gone. The big Vekoma track that you see, that middle part there, that's the spine that's there. But it looks like they still have some of what would be Big Thunder Mountain that's like the outdoor, or not the outdoor, but like the outer rails, I guess you could say, that's there. So it's very impressive. You can actually see that from there. You can tell they have umbrellas also over here because of the heat that's kicking in. So these guys are in full work here trying to make sure everything around that ride is going to be ready to go by January of next year. So yeah, be good. All right, we're going up the steps, and oh, what do we have here? Well, I could tell that sound effects thing definitely has seen better days. I had 4 of these here, but I guess that's the only one available here. Interesting. And it looks like they got 2 of these over here too. But yeah, I never remember this whole little area right over here, Fort Langhorne. So not bad place to like walk around and all that. So that's up and do though. An escape tunnel. Let's go check it out. Oh, you're going deep. This reminds me of the Discovery, or not Discovery Center, but Camp Jurassic. Except like this one feels way more claustrophobic because it's not just because I'm a tall guy, but like they make it feel very, you know, very, very claustrophobic. So if you have a bit of a claustrophobia type of thing, it's not worth it. But oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that is a small tunnel. Like, look at this, guys. I'm such a tall guy, and I've had to even duck under here. That's pretty crazy. Wow. Okay, I have no idea what to expect in this, but here we go. Hello. All right, got one done. Show off. Okay, here's number 2. This is probably the last one, but oh my god. I'm amazed no one has like legit fallen off these yet. That's amazing. Unless someone has been documented, but wow. Here they have a refreshment stand that's right over here. I'm gonna look for the heck of it what the prices are here. Let's see. $8.80. Oh my goodness gracious. $8.80. And this is sold out. So the only one you can get is this one here. But even then, ain't no way, man. Wow. If anyone knows what this was, I'm pretty sure it was just a regular refreshment stand. But let me know in the comments down below if you've known your Magic Kingdom history and all that. I'm pretty sure it was just that. Last time we'll ever see this too. And one last time checking this out.
Yeah, but we've been coming here like twice a year for the last 8 years, and we've only been on the island once. So we're like, we better.
Go ahead. And unfortunately, this is not working. There's an owl that's up there too. Animatronic owl. And then this is not working too. All right, we have gotten everything through Tom Sawyer's done, at least that I really wanted to check out. But as they say, let's head back to the mainland and continue from there. Just like that, on time, we're done with Tom Sawyer. We don't have to do that ride or attraction, anything like that ever again. Yippee-ki-yay. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's head for the riverboat. Looks like we have to wait on the riverboat. All the outdoor attractions are closed right now due to lightning in the area. So that's why all the indoor stuff has got a boatload of lines. So that's a bummer. But it looks like Hall of Presents, I believe, has opened. So we're gonna go check that out. I haven't seen this in a bit, so may as well. So scratch that with Hall of Presents. That's still under refurb, which normally it would take about 6 months. And well, if you remember, a certain person took over. And we're in June, so we're almost there. So sometime next month, we should have that show return. So yeah, unfortunate to say the least. In the meantime, I guess we'll make our way over to Tomorrowland again. We're gonna see how the line for Space Mountain looks. Hopefully, it won't be like when I saw in the Peep Mover, which was outside and like some switchbacks before going inside. So fingers crossed. Well, I didn't talk about this last time I was here, but Astro Orbiter, as you know, is under a giant refurb as well. They've taken out all the rockets and everything, but they've gotten the planets back on, or at least most of it, I guess you could say. But they still got to put the rockets themselves on it, which are still, you know, in that refurb. There's still a little bit of ways to go. However, the elevator has gotten a brand new color scheme, which is now gray. Interesting to say the least how things have looked over here. And while on the subject of refurbs in Tomorrowland, I want to mention there's an empty space over here. You're probably wondering, something's not right. Something's missing there. Well, if you remember the red rocket ship that was over here, they have actually taken that out, and that is actually being worked on as we speak. So that will return, but it's just probably getting a lot of TLC and some work done and all that. So it's pretty weird to not see that red ship over here. So very intriguing there. So hopefully they get some stuff back ready to go by like fall, you know, before Halloween and all that. That's probably their goal, as we're technically in the summer season of Walt Disney World. And for what things are looking like here right now, this is a 55-minute wait for Space Mountain. I'm gonna take a gamble on it. I know it's outside, but I've seen worse. Space Mountain. So we waited on a 55-minute line and probably waited about, I don't know, 35. So not too bad at all. That single rider, that comes in clutch, man. I'm telling you. If you are a person who is just going by yourself on the ride, take full advantage of it and take that single rider line with passion. It is so worth it. You'll kill at least like the last 10-15 minutes of the line. So now we got that. It is still brutally hot out here. Welcome to Florida. So normally I would never do this attraction, but it is in the AC side, so you know what? I'm doing it for a reason. Let's do Carousel of Progress. So let's go. All right, so I finished up with Carousel Progress, which, again, it's really good if you're like wanting to get out of the sun and like just stay in the AC, get some rest and all that. It really does come in handy. All right, so now that the outdoor attractions have reopened from the landing, let's see if we can now go back to the riverboat and now truly relive our final farewell of that attraction. Alrighty, the Liberty Bell. So we're gonna do the second story because obviously if we're out in the first floor, we will get baked out there. And if we do the third, same thing. So that's why we're gonna go out here, get our views, go from there. So the cool thing is you can get an indoor area right over here on all 3 floors over there. We're gonna go right around here, and then we'll get our views of Big Thunder from this spot. So these views that you're seeing here right now, this will be the last time that not only I'll get to do it, but you have till July to experience this one final time. I believe July 8th was the last time to do this. So when you do come here, Tom Sawyers Island and the riverboat here, get on as many times as you can. Because once it's closed, that's it. And what's cool is that you'll get some really cool views of Big Thunder Mountain. This will be our only time that we'll get to show you some updates if we're able to see on Big Thunder Mountain from the boat. So you're gonna be seeing that in just a little bit. Oh, take a look at this right up here. We're lowering something that's over here for the ride. Yeah, so it tells you they're definitely working big time. I mean, there was at least 10 people working today. And right now it's about close to 4 p.m. So they're working on something what looks like is looks like a little after the second lift hill or after the third lift hill. I'm not sure. A little crane right over here. We'll get a better view once we get the turn past the tree here. So here it is. You can see the thing kind of twirling a little bit there. So that tells you they are definitely working on something, to say the least. But I don't know if we'll get lucky for them to install it. But let's see if I can get the construction guy to wave back. I'm trying to do it off the camera so you can't really see it. I don't think they will because they're busy working their butt off out there. So bless them. They are absolutely working their butts off out there. And hats off to the Disney crew working, especially out in this heat. Because holy moly. Yeah, because right now with the humidity, there we go, we got a wave, nice. It feels like 99 degrees out here right now. So it is definitely feeling that Florida humidity really kick in. Yeah, you can see they're lowering it down right here. And now we're also going to get a really close-up view of the track that you see is going to take over. So this is this new Vekoma track that they're doing, but they also have it still in the style of like a runaway mine train type of feel. So you see the wood that they're dropping. This is one of the outer woods that's there. Looks like it's gonna be for a platform and all that. So it's interesting at least. So the train in this part here, this is where it exits the third lift hill. It will then make its way over into this little tunnel right here. Quick little brake run, and then we go down. But look at how the track is here. Holy cow. I want to talk about brand new. Brand spanking new. This is gonna be reopening in January of 2026. So stay tuned when that comes out because we will be there and we cannot wait to check that out in person. So we're in the back part of the riverboat that's here and we're going around the other area where Tom Sawyers Island is here. So you'll kind of see if you're looking over on this side right over here is where they have their like hidden little things here where they have the clothes hanging up and all that. So all of Tom Sawyer is going to be going away, and a good portion of the Rivers of America is going to do the same as well. So it makes you wonder what's going to happen with like this area when they're going to clean the stuff and all that. So just showcase that. You see, like right here, this is that fort we were over at earlier. So that should tell you like where we're at right now. And at times, you wonder, there's a secret little area somewhere within this region where the riverboat will actually be in the storage. We actually kind of passed that because that's over where we're like, we turn right past Big Thunder Mountain. We'd have to turn left instead. It would be for the storage area. So this is where we're getting close back to the station, just to show you the views we can from here though. So crazy.
These days, there's a lot less frontier and a lot more civilization. Leadsman, give me a depth reading. Sing out.
From this side right over here, you can see, you can get a view of Haunted Mansion from here. So what's going to happen is that eventually this part of the land is going to be tied in with the Villains land that it's going to take place, and it's going to be coinciding with this partial area, even where Haunted Mansion's at right over here. So this is going to be very different. Not even just when this closes, but even when the Villains land opens up. So I'm curious to see how that'll go overall. But this is really cool how people like for Haunted Mansion, they're like, just look at this and wave and all that is super cool. But as you can tell, we're getting closer to the station, so pretty crazy there. This is pretty cool though, man. Really, really cool. Alright, we're now on the first level. And here we are arriving at the dock. I'm going to show you one last thing before we get off though. So this gentleman back over here works over on the riverboat right here. So he basically controls the speed. He basically controls when the brake and the gas will be used and all that, which is super cool. You can hear all the steam kicking in. You can see him now, he's holding back to slow it down and all that. Really cool thing if you ever get to check it out in person, if you're on the first level and all that. And keep in mind, this boat is 3 levels high, so it's unbelievable how big this boat is in general. And just like that, no more riverboat. Man, that's the one I feel like I'm gonna miss more. The whole entire thing. So, that's a shame too, really. You know it's peak summer when you're actually staying inside in the shade and all the popular rides got like over 40 minutes and you're not wanting to wait that. So you're doing stuff like Filler Magic just to kind of like chill and sit down, be in the AC, watch a show. So on the soft side, I do like Filler Magic. It is a good show. You know, it's one of the last remaining 3D shows that are going to be left over because I believe, let me think about it here, because Muppet Vision closed. I want to say Filler Magic is technically the last one in Florida that's a 4D or 3D show in some form. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Wow. Keep your party together. All the way to the got my glasses? Let's go. So, shout out to the guys on Space Mountain. First of all, they called me for a single rider. I didn't even hit the checkpoint yet. It literally just bypassed, like, I'd say about another switchback around. Got through. And then they get me on row 4. The guy who checks the bar for me is a freaking G because, you know, that. And he goes, for the family, and I showed that on the bottom because it has the family part on it, because it's the 2.0. And he's like, yes, best ride ever. I go, my man, you rock. So shout out to the Space Mountain crew. You guys are cultured as ever. You guys are based. Hella based. I love you guys. You're awesome. There's a reason why I love coming onto this ride. By the way, fun fact, I don't think I mentioned this last time I was here. Space Mountain has actually turned 50 years old, which still blows my mind. It's 50 years old. It is one of the most recognizable roller coasters outside of the Coney Island Cycle, and this is how amazingly popular it is. Even almost just as popular as Matterhorn bobsleds. Like, that's how amazingly popular it is. and huge in the pop culture. So hats off to you, Disney. You've done a fantastic job for the last 50 years here. Okay, so it is 6:04, and I'm gonna be real when I say this. I mean, I've done pretty much like stuff I wanted to do, and as much as I'd like to do Tron, that line has been so bad today. It's been like at the most like 90 minutes, and at the least like 70 minutes. So I'm not waiting for Tron. As much as I'd love to do the ride, I'm not doing it in that ridiculous wait. There would be zero reason to. So, I mean, I have been like sweating the you-know-what off though at Magic Kingdom, but we definitely had a really good day though. I cannot be too upset with all the things that I did. And I think that's my cue. I think I need to get out of here for the day. So, yeah, it's a really good day. And I gotta say, doing Tom Sawyer and the Riverboat one last time, that was good to do. And whatever happens for the new stuff in Magic Kingdom, good luck to you, Disney. That's all I can say, because I know you're going to win over a lot of people there, especially what's going on the other side, if you know what I mean. So I hope you guys get it done. I really hope you do. Well, guys, that's going to do it here at the Magic Kingdom. What a good, fun little trip this was. And it felt great, again, to be back at the home little state of Florida of mine and deal with the parks again. I mean, the only downside I can say was it is hot as a you-know-what out here. But then again, this is Florida. What do you expect? But a lot of fun overall, though. It was great. Great time to come back here and say farewell to a few things going along the way, too. So the next time I'll be back at Disney, it will be a week before WeTheCoasters Journeys 2. I'll be over at Epcot for Test Track. When that opens up, that's going to be opening up on July 22nd. We'll be there July 23rd. So stay tuned for that when that comes out. When we go there, and as far as anything else is concerned, we'll let you know down the road there. So follow us on all of our socials. So, you know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys until the next video. Until then, my name is Dom from WeTheCoasters. Thank you guys for tuning on in. See you guys later till the next video. Peace.